This week on Traveling Man, is there a benefit to running at night as opposed to running during the daytime? Hell yeah there is. Less stress, less people on the road. Hey man, I like to stay unstressed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stick around, check out what I did this week. Hey! Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful skyline. What the hell is going on over there? Something's on fire. What the fuck? Holy shit, someone set their shit ablaze. Ugh. Alright, here it is. It's a Sunday evening. I loaded Friday night from our yard. I made it to Barstow to fuel up. I waited in line so long to get fuel that I tired myself out. Anyway, I got fuel, went and had breakfast, and then I was tired. I took a nap, so I waited till nighttime to roll, and that's what I wanted to do. Made it here to Jamestown, New Mexico this morning. Now it's almost 11 in the evening, and I'm about to go. I got 1,400 miles to go to my first drop. I'll have 3 drops Tuesday morning, and then after that I'm heading up to Brampton, Ontario. Yeah, so I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta get moving, because this daytime, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This daytime trucking, it is real stressful for me when it's just so crowded, and I don't like being stressed. I like to be happy. So the best time for me to travel is at night, when all these guys right here are nestled into their beds and as far away from me as possible. So I'm gonna get this going. I got a long way to go. I got a lot to do, so stick around for the journey. All right, Troy, Illinois. This is a stop here a lot to get fuel when I'm in this area. I guess it's the cheapest fuel. That's where dispatchers like us to stop. And it is currently 3:30 in the morning. Don't tell nobody. Let's see. But I took a 30-minute break here. I know I bet you complain about that a lot, but when I got here, there wasn't anyone here. I fueled up, and this lane here is closed. They got it blocked off with a couple of trash cans. I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just take my 30-minute break right here. Not hurting nobody. So, I have to be, let's see, 30. I've got to be in Indianapolis in 3.5 hours to get this first machine off, and then I have 2 more machines I got to get off after that. Or actually, the first one is in Brownsburg, Indiana. I've got 3 minutes left on my 30-minute break, and then I've got to get straight over there to Indy. After I drop in Brownsburg, I got 2 more drops in Indianapolis, And then after that, I've got to get somewhere to have my truck turned down, because right now I'm governed at 75 miles per hour. And to be legal in Canada, I have to be governed at 65 miles per hour, so I've got to get it turned down where I'm legal. Now, I've never been checked, but some guys have, and it's a pretty big fine for both the company and for the driver. So I've got to get it turned down, which is a pain in the ass because I'm not going to have the time to do it. You know, it's a waste of my time is what it is, really. So I don't know. I got to talk to our manager, our fleet manager, whenever I get done today or whenever he comes in, which I've been driving at night and sleeping at day, so this is another reason this is a pain in the ass for me and all those involved. But hey, man, you know what? 2 more minutes on the clock, so I'll sit here and wait this out, and I'm gonna head on down the road. Just do what I gotta do, man. Shit. You know, I've said this before, man, but it just something about it, man. I just love trucking at night. I can cover so much more ground. I don't have to deal with all these fucking rude ass 4-wheelers and dumbass drivers. Look at this. I'm just barely anybody out here. Don't have to worry about all that bullshit. But then, you know, when the sun starts to rise, here comes the bullshit. I guarantee it every time. Look!
Any certain lane I need to be in here, eastbound? Right. Ain't gonna matter. What's going on up here? Road work stuff. Thank you, driver.
Road work stuff. That's great.
Eastbound, you got a 6-mile backup ahead of you from the 60-mile marker to the 66 exit. Then you're backed up getting on 39 too. You're going to jump up to 40. Down, I get on 69. Left lane's open. Well, if you ain't past the 59, I'd figure out a way around that. Y'all gonna be there for a couple hours. It's ridiculous.
I was doing so good on time. I was doing so good. Oh well, maybe it's moving. Maybe.
60, well, back by the rest area. At 68, 67.
Jesus.
64, alright. So you got 4 or 5 miles anyway.
Well, it's starting to move now. Alright. I shouldn't get too excited. Alright, so just went by a sign that says night, that the right lane will be closed nightly from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. and it is 8:08 a.m. and we're still sitting in this shit. So ridiculous. I'm late. I called the customer, let him know that I'm in a backup and I have no idea how long it'll take. Gave him the information I had. I told him I was 25 miles away and I'm in this bad backup. that everybody on the radio is saying is about 6 miles long.
That's the other side, driver. Is that yours, though?
Ridiculous. What a terrible time to be shutting down lanes going into a major city.
Right up like 40.
Shut up. Listen to
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, so eventually this bottlenecked down into one lane over here. And wouldn't you freaking know it, right when I'm getting up into where old Daryl and his other brother Daryl are working around all the orange barrels, they're putting that shit up, like ending the construction right at that freaking moment. Can you believe this shit? These guys want to run everybody out. You know, they were supposed to have ended that crap over 2 hours ago, and here we are. Now they're putting the shit away. Jesus Christ. I had to head over where I was unloading in Brownsburg. All right, I got that first piece off. Yeah, it's like a race car maker place or some shit. I thought it was a trucking company, maybe. I don't know. But we got a bunch of race cars. They're building them in here. Interesting. I'm on to my next drop in Indianapolis. I gotta call my dispatch here. Hey. Well, I got that shit off today in Indianapolis. 3 drops. And I'm out of hours. I am supposed to get my truck turned down, but you know, man, why? Anyway, I may have to wait a day later so I can get my truck turned down sometime tomorrow and then go in Thursday morning into Ontario. Look at that hair. What the fuck, Jack? Anyway, that's what I got left. 2 machines going to Brampton, Ontario. That hair, dude. Anyhow, I'll go in here and get something to eat, and then I'm going to bed. Now I'll look for an email when I wake up tonight. If it says just to roll on, I'm gonna roll on. If it says I gotta get turned down somewhere before going in, I'm just gonna deliver Thursday morning. So anyway, I'll check back in tomorrow. All right, well, next morning I made it over to Lansing, Michigan, over to this international dealer to get my truck turned down to 65 miles per hour. I tell you, man, here I am in the waiting room. It's kind of like being at the vet and waiting while your dog's getting castrated. You know, I mean, that's basically what's happening. All right, now here we are leaving early in the morning, crossing over into Canada. This is from Port Huron, Michigan into Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, right? Gotta make my way over to this little booth here and visit with customs for a second, show them my paperwork and answer all their silly questions. No, I'm not carrying any weapons. No, I'm not a felon, or blah, 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 all that bullshit. And then ease my way on over to Brampton. Yeah, over to Brampton, Ontario. Get unloaded, get these 2 machines off so I can get on over to my next pickup. Yeah, this is taking a while, isn't it? Yeah, these guys got me over in Brampton. And then made my way over to Cambridge, Ontario, and picked up these, like a big giant gear that was cut in half. Tarped that sucker. Then I crossed back into the United States over through Buffalo, New York. Just in time to go play in traffic. Gotta love it, man. Then made my way the next morning into Euclid, Ohio, where I dropped these gears off. Yeah, look at my truck, man. Jesus, that thing needs a bath. So bad. Anyway, this is what these gears look like. Or gear, whatever. I don't even know if it's a gear. Looks like a gear. Then I picked up another thing, this machine over in Euclid, Ohio. That's what I picked up. I picked up this machine, or well, I showed it to you already, didn't I? That's it after the tarp. And look what they did to me. They left it full of oil. So now I've got all this oil on the deck of my trailer. But luckily, I'm gonna go drop this in Milwaukee tomorrow, and I'm gonna stop at a truck wash. So I'll acid wash the trailer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and acid wash everything, strip down the whole, all the aluminum, all that, get it down to white, so I can start polishing. My truck looks like hell right now. It just looks terrible. I should be ashamed of myself. You know? Anyhow, roll. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this here episode of the Traveling Man. Am I out of water? And get started for next week's episode. And tell you what, while I'm thinking about it, while it's on my mind, sometimes it can be pretty difficult for me to find some interesting people, some interesting drivers, or it doesn't even necessarily have to be a driver, but sometimes it can be pretty difficult to find someone to interview on the other part of this channel that I have gotten into, in the driver's seat. So here's what I'd like you guys to do for me, if you're cool. Help me find some people to interview for in the driver's seat. Some interesting people with some cool stories, great shining personalities. If you can help me with that, leave a name, a website address, Facebook, whatever. I tell you, there are a few guys that I'd really like to get, but it can be really difficult to get to them. There's one guy up there in New York I'd like to get. Guy over in Las Vegas I'd like to get. But that they are in those areas, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't like driving this big ass truck in New York City. So it's not something. Although I'd really like to get this guy in New York City, it's well, anyway. So if you know someone that I can put in the driver's seat and do an interview with, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Click subscribe and ding that little bell. That will let you get notified every time I put up a new video. And thank you all for supporting this channel and keeping it real in trucking and just being real and being real honest. I'll catch you next time. Peace!